great answer, sir. Okay, next one is how to overcome the surprise elements in real paper exams.
Yeah, UPSC is all about surprise, right?
Yes,
So there is one story. When I went to coaching, one of the lecturers or staff told me that UPSC is like a lion. We shouldn't, and we are all deers. Lion is hungry, and when it is hungry, it starts chasing deers. So as a deer, you shouldn't run away. Your objective is not to run away from tiger or lion. You can't do that.
Yes.
Okay. So the objective is you shouldn't be the first person which the lion or the tiger catches. Okay.
Yeah.
So you should be one step ahead of a deer sitting next to you. Okay. So that way you will be surviving, right? So there will be n number of questions. If we apply the same analogy into UPSC, there will be few questions which will be unheard of, and there will be few questions which are very very tough.
Yes.
I don't really need to take to my ego and then start feeling demotivated that I am not able to answer that particular question, because my race is not with UPSC. My race is with co-aspirants.
Yeah.
Right? So I just need to be one step ahead of them. That's it. So if UPSC is asking some question which is unheard of or which is very very tough, it is tough for everyone.
Yes,
it is tough for every aspirant. So don't take to your egos. Just ensure that you are trying to maximize even in those questions where you don't know answer. Okay. One thing I would suggest is if you don't know any particular question, don't just leave it.
Yes.
Okay. So write something, whatever might be the question is about. If you think that this question belongs to a particular department or a particular social segment of the society, you just write about it. Write 2-3 facts. So if you write something, at the end of the day, evaluator is also human. If you write something, if you at least attempt it, which other people have not attempted, he might give you at least half mark or 1 mark. So let's assume even a half mark. That half mark plays a very very crucial role. Let's assume that there are 10 such questions in your mains. So that means just by attempting it, you are getting 5 marks more when compared to others. So don't just leave a question. Try to address it with whatever the knowledge you have in the UPSC. You can always be diplomatic in your answers. With the amount of knowledge that you gain with UPSC, you can write something or the other which others cannot point out and say that it's a wrong answer. They can say that it is not the right answer, but they can't say that it is wrong answer. So you can be neutral, you can be diplomatic just to extract that half mark in questions where you don't know answer at all. So during my preparation or during my examination, there is one question about West African nations' nationalism. So I don't know anything about West African nationalism, to be very frank. But what I did is, we all know the map of the Africa. We must be studying for geography. So I have drawn the map of West Africa. Highlighted these are the West African nations, and then listed down geographical issues, geographical advantages or disadvantages that they have. So I told them they are near to ocean, so and so, very near to Europe, so and so. So these are few facts which evaluator can't say wrong, but they can say that yeah, these are the this is the answer which is not right, but they can't say that it is a very wrong answer. So and then I linked it with nationalism. I have wrote down the definition of nationalism and then tried to link how geography and nationalism are related in West African nations with the amount of knowledge I already have, and I wrote around 1 page, 1.5 page answer. I know that it's not the right answer, okay, but at least I know that will fetch me 1 mark or 1.5 mark. So that is how you should try to maximize your scoring opportunities in examination. You just need to be smart, you have to be very cool, and you have to think one step ahead of the aspirant who is sitting next to you and who is also writing exam. So my target is not to achieve 100 out of 100 in UPSC. My target is to achieve 1 mark or 1.5 mark more than the next person sitting to me. That's it. if I am successful in that, then at the end of the day, you will be into service. You will be clearing this examination. So we shouldn't take to our egos, but we should try to be diplomatic and try to maximize our scoring opportunities. Few people will of the opinion that rather than attempting those questions which we are not heard of, it is better you attempt questions which you are heard of. Okay, but my suggestion or my point is that in the questions for which you know the perfect answer, it doesn't matter whether you write the least perfect answer or the best perfect answer. Okay, hardly you will have a variation of only half mark at max. But whereas in these questions you have an option of getting 1.5 to 2 marks. So this is much bigger than the half mark there. So that is how you should try to maximize your scoring opportunities, and that is how you should tackle any question that comes as a surprise in UPSC in my opinion. Prelims you shouldn't do that, because prelims you will have negative marks. But whereas in mains, yes, you should do this, because there are no negative marks. And don't do this in the first question of your paper. See, again, you all have to think from the point of view of an evaluator. If I am evaluating your paper, if you start bluffing in the first question of the paper, it sets a very wrong precedent. Okay.
Impression will go.
Yeah, it sets a very wrong impression. I will carry that impression throughout your paper.
Yes.
So you shouldn't bluff in the first question of the paper. Maybe after 5 questions or 6 questions, once you set the standard, once you think that evaluator must have evaluated the standard of my paper, then yes, you start taking that advantage.
Yes. That's a great answer.